What's going on, everybody? It's me, NYA, that stands for Now You're Aware. And honestly, I'm on here just to give like a general idea. What is the 3D for dummies? Ain't calling you a dummy, but if you wanted it dumbed down to how like a 7-year-old might understand it, I'm gonna do that. What is the 3D? This is the 3D, three-dimensional, on Earth. Anything that you could use your all 5 senses, what you could touch, that is what the 3D is. Because some people left a comment under one of my shorts, and they were like, "What even is that?" And it's like, okay, here it is. If you didn't know, now you know. The 3D is what you can touch and see. A lot of people don't know this, but what we can see isn't even the full picture. And I watched a video the other day, and they were saying, imagine. Actually, do I even want to use this example? Because I know how there's like the spiritual realm, there's like different type of realms. That is always moving. There's always something happening in each realm. Just like there's something going on across the street. Oh my God, that person just got hit by a truck. Oh my God, what do you think the spiritual world got going on? There's always something happening. And I say that to say, when you're out here like, oh my God, they're not hitting me up. Where's my significant other that I said doesn't even like me in my head, but I'm acting like this was a second back? Yeah, that person, you are not going to see them pop up in the 3D if you don't do this first. And I'm gonna tell you how I did this in my own life, because everything that I talk about, I does. You know what I mean? I would never cap to you. Even though you don't know me, I will never cap to you. But yes, the 3D, this is the effect world. This is the world materialized. If you're unhappy with your life, it's environmental, people, places, and things in conversation that has caused you to look around your room and your building, your house, your job, and be like, I don't like this. That's an accumulation of belief that you've had since you popped out the womb, if you haven't changed anything for real. Because this is a projection. Everything you see around is a projection of what you feel inside, which is why they say, as within, so without. You're not going to see something change if you do not change what's inside. Okay, and this matters because a lot of people want to have more money without being more money. Let me explain. Hello, my name is Joe. My desire is to be a millionaire. Well, Joe, how do you think about yourself? Well, I could be lazy. I could be stubborn. I've never had a job last for more than 2 months, blah, 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 right? Does this person sound like a rich person? No. Wow, you should have won smarter than a 5th grader. Anyways, right. If you want more money, you must be more money. So, I'm going to tell you how to become more money. First, like I said, the 3D is the effect. How you become more money is the cause. The cause happens within here. Yeah, you could be like, I am more money, but that ain't gonna cut it, because the universe goes by law. The universe do not care about what you say if your self-concept and how you feel is not a reflection of a person with more money. First, you need to do is think about how personally, what does a person who has a lot of money feel? Because the 3D only cares about, or the universe, or whatever the case, only cares about the feeling. If you're saying I'm more money, but you're walking around like a broke person, sad and unstable, you are bringing 2 different frequencies. It's confusing. It's not going to work. It's not going to stick. Now, if you say, I am so stable, I am so free, I am certain that everything works out for me, are these not examples of what a person with so much money might be thinking? They don't have any worries. Why would they worry? The freedom of having money is what they have, right? So now what you do is you would look within. I say the easiest way to do this is to meditate. Meditation looks like a million different things. The easiest way, I think, is if you have a nice song that puts you in a nice mood, something very calming, whatever it is that makes you calm. Lay down, sit up. Personally, I like to lay down. And I like to lay down, I get super duper still, and I just relax, and I think about being free. And the picture just paints itself for me. You don't have to think of anything too crazy. Make sure it's a very simple picture that you paint in your head. And you don't want to paint a picture of you just got 50K in your hand. I mean, you can with that emotional conviction. If it works, go ahead. But what you want to do, because the trick is you already live this life. This one example extrapolated to everything else, because how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So you go to sleep. No. So you go lay down in your little meditation moment, right? Close your eyes. Paint a picture in your head. Have someone that in the 3D, like a friendship, relationship, whatever, right? Have that person be in the picture that you're painting in your mind, and have them say, yo, congratulations on that new home. Oh, thanks for the invite to your new home. You know what I mean? Like how somebody would congratulate you in real life, because it was already done. You understand what I'm trying to get to? Like don't make it like, oh my God, I just got that 50K bonus. No. Have your best friend be like, yo, I just got that invite to the B&B, right? I know this makes sense. And let me just say, If you decide that what I'm saying doesn't make sense, it's because you just decided that it doesn't make sense. Tell yourself right now that what I'm saying makes so much sense and it's very easy to understand. It is. And yeah, just like how I said when I started, right? This is a part of the 3D. You're looking at me. This is the 3D. This is the effect. And what you think within here is the cause. This is how it starts. You're watching me on a device. That started in someone's mind. And I realized that so many people tend to make things so like harder than it needs to be, because the second that you decide, oh, I want to be more in fit, and you start being that, you start being a fit person within, it starts to materialize on the without. Things start moving and you didn't even notice because you already felt that within. You know what I mean? There doesn't have to be this spectacular thing that's like, oh my God, I'm so fit. No, you already were fit. I feel like sometimes we're like looking for something so spectacular, but it's like the second that you show like this immense excitement, that shows the universe like you're easily moved. You cannot be easily moved because everything that's happening on this 3D, it cannot validate you. You validate the 3D. Have you ever tried that? Say you had a desire within your mind and the 3D, it showed it to you. It's only going to show it to you because one, you either gave it to yourself first, or two, it just happened and you didn't even notice. Like say, like you were living your whole life and you're like, oh, why does this always happen to me? And that thing that you didn't want to happen happened because you're so used to thinking negative, and then it just happens. You're like, oh my God. Or maybe you wanted a slice of pizza and you thought about that pizza, but you weren't like going crazy over the pizza, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, the pizza. Or maybe you're thinking about somebody, you wasn't doing too much thinking, this passed your mind, and then all of a sudden that person hits you up. It's because you're not putting it on a pedestal. You don't care that much. You know what I mean? A lot of times with the desires that we have, because we don't give it to ourselves first, we're waiting for the 3D to give it to us. It's almost like it takes like forever. But once you give it to yourself, you're already in that feeling. You already feel that. So the 3D can't give you anything because you got it yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Anyways, I wanted to give you an example on how I do this with everything that I do, because I'm doing it right now when I'm talking to you. I seen it in my head months ago. I've already started my YouTube before, but I be doing a lot. But I seen it and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this is for me. Your desires are specifically made for you. That's why everyone in the room has a different desire. We're not all born with the same desire. You're special. Anyways, I just wanted to say this one example. I have a million, but when I first came into this knowledge a couple months ago, specifically this though, on the cause and effect, and not allowing the 3D to tell me something, because the 3D can't tell me nothing. I'm telling y'all that. My friend, right? My friend was staying with me and she had really bad allergies. Something was going on with her. She didn't feel well. And immediately I just got myself like pretty calm, and I watched her and I painted a picture in my mind of her saying, oh my God, I feel so much better. Thank you. And then I felt it. I felt her saying it to me. I know how she speaks. So I said it the same way she would say it in my head. I painted the same picture because I know we're still going to be in my room. So that's where she was going to be, in my head. So I seen it like that. And then maybe an hour or two or a couple hours later, or maybe the next morning, sometimes it's like that. I've done this a couple times. So it's, for me personally, just because I'm like, yeah, she already feels better. Like that's my attitude. Of course she already feels better. Of course she's in perfect health. And of course, in like literal no time, she says the same thing. And I taught her that. And when I wasn't feeling well, I heard a thank you come from her because she did the same thing for me. You want to be able to do this. You want to be able to be that person in your family to have them believe in miracles. I like to call them miracles because why not? It's your miracle, not a coincidence. We don't believe in coincidences, because if you believe in coincidences, you're just walking amongst this life and allowing things to happen to you, and you're not having the world work with you. You're letting it work to you, not for you. And that's not what we're here to do. Now, if you're going to be on this channel, you're going to learn how to do this. And I just taught you. Maybe I like draw a picture, because like I just got on this channel and you know this much about me, and I'm like, should I keep it like that? Maybe. But yeah, it was nice seeing y'all, and I'll see you soon.